This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJTees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Caio Cesar Oliveira in studio. Caio is a brown belt under Andre Maneco. Enjoy.
The 6 minutes. That's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
And we're back. We had quite a decent break there, Zito. 3 weeks, I think. We haven't recorded anything. Got a lot to talk about. We got Worlds, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch any of that, Caio?
Yeah, of course. Can't miss that.
Dude, the Sunday, I would say that I watched, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, I would say I watched 13 hours of Worlds straight.
That's crazy.
No joke. Like, I was like, I haven't left my computer chair in like 7 hours. Like, I need to take a piss, you know? It was exciting.
It was. I mean, I didn't watch as much as you, but I did get up to the black belt matches in the evening, which is crazy.
Very addicting.
Fuck, is it crazy?
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to have one of those days to like really understand the rule set.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
I feel like now like I could see the strategy that's involved. Like I know like how guys are getting advantages, like
Right.
what they're being penalized for,
Right.
like what's an iffy call, like hey, this call could go this way or this way, don't risk it. But you know shit like that it takes a while to learn all that.
It does. I mean, I could totally see watching it. Some things I didn't understand. Like, well, initially, like I didn't understand like why Caio Terra didn't win that match and what happened there. That was kind of like
I think a lot of people were saying that was a bad call.
it was a bad call. Like I thought it was a bad call.
Because they were saying he was evading.
Yeah,
but
but
he had nowhere else to go.
where's he gonna go?
Like he
can't go into him.
Like it was almost like Bruno was pushing him out. You know, like. And
Now
then
obviously you're a big competitor.
Yes.
So when you see that, what do you say? It's just
It's hard, you know, being a referee especially sometimes is hard to make
Right.
that call, you know. So,
what call would you have made on that one?
Man, it's a hard one.
yeah, and everyone's watching, and fucking everyone's team is there yelling and screaming.
But there's 3 referees. That's why I don't understand why one of them didn't.
You know, sometimes it depends on the angle too, you know.
You know, like it's so the umpire. Let's put this in baseball. The
Right.
umpire is behind home plate, right?
Okay.
He doesn't see something. He says to the umpire on third base or first base, "Hey, what do you guys?" It's set up. The IBJJF is set up similar to that, right? They've got 3 referees for the black belt matches. So in that kind of circumstance, why don't they all collectively get together and
Well,
say,
in that circumstance, they did stop, and then they like the dude with the earpiece. They were like waiting for
what were they waiting for? Like
the
who's-
replay. They were watching it back on the
were they?
replay. Yeah,
They were watching.
So
that.
it was a
And they
collective
they said-
decision.
So it was collective.
yeah.
But most of the time it is, yes.
Oh, come on. And they
Yeah.
didn't give it to Kyle?
No,
Yeah, it's a hard call, man.
it is a hard call to make.
Sounds like
He was
politics. Sounds like a little politics
It
was
is.
involved
You think
there.
so?
I think so.
Why,
Come on
dude?
now.
Why?
I don't know, because it just seems strange that
They
they
want
would,
Bruno to get 10.
maybe. I don't know.
Is that what it is?
I heard some things a little bit about some other coaches, like doing some illegal stuff. I saw it on Facebook, actually.
What's that?
Like there was an Andre Galval incident when one of his students did an illegal move, was disqualified, and then won the match anyway. I swear to God, dude, it's on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Disqualified by the ref.
Uh-huh.
Andre Galval talks to the referee, reverses it, and raises his kid's hand as the winner.
Ah, interesting. Now that's a good coach.
That's a great coach.
A lot of influence in there, you know?
Hell yeah.
That is like, I mean, I guess he went for a knee bar or something like that. And
Yes.
he couldn't do that.
Yeah, I guess it was something like that.
But I mean, at least he got
Yeah.
the submission.
So they have that? God damn it, Zito.
What the fuck?
Do they have coaches challenges? Like, is there like a thing that you got to do?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the ref's final call, you know? Even though you can be yelling and screaming and it's going to be the ref's call anyways,
Right.
you know? I mean, if he calls something and then call him back, the ref is wrong on that one, you know? on my point of view.
Right. Even Pierre's match was a little. I didn't understand Pierre's match until I asked him, like, what happened? Why did you get a penalty? And I guess the referee was behind him when when he went down to grab. He thought he didn't have a grip when he actually did. But
when
the
he
ref
pulled?
Yeah, when he pulled.
Right.
But the ref couldn't see it because the ref was behind him and gave him a penalty. So that was kind of unfortunate. But again, how do you?
Yeah, it's weird because I got at the Chicago Open, I got penalized for putting my knee on the mat. Like we got like I got into like a really low wrestler stance and like my knee hit the mat.
In no gi.
In gi.
Oh, in gi.
Yeah, and I got penalized. But I saw that shit happening at the Worlds like a couple of times, with nothing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
The referee, dude.
Being a referee is hard too.
There's no
man.
way to win that. Somebody's gonna hate you, right?
Yeah.
You can never make everybody happy,
No.
And if you make a right call, sometimes some other people see it as the wrong call, So
Right.
it's hard.
Are you roughing grappling games tomorrow?
I am.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, luckily, yes.
It's gonna be a long day for you.
Yeah.
Andre says he's gonna be there like 14 hours. It's gonna be a long day
yeah.
because you're gonna be all day, all night.
He's got
You're staying.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He's got the kids,
Right.
then he's got the adults, and then
You got the super fights.
super fights.
later.
and then Pierre and Eric are fighting at night.
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah.
long day.
You're going to be there all day too then, right?
Probably, yeah.
Are you
most
competing?
likely. No.
No.
I guess if you have this rule, if you can work, you can compete.
But in IBJJF, you can certainly do that.
Oh, yeah.
They just
Yeah.
Right?
You can
Then
work and
Gabrielle,
compete.
like I saw him like in his suit, and then like a half hour later, like he's in his gi. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you were reffing.
Yeah, winning
But-
it.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I guess they
Winning
can't
it.
do absolute. They can't do open class.
Oh, no?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Something with them.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, that's a long day, man.
That's
That's
a
a lot of back and forth.
But when you go to California, like you were obviously out there,
Yeah.
does it feel like it's all day long, or is there like breaks in between?
So when I usually work, I didn't work in California because California is usually Pan Am's, usually Worlds.
No, when you go to just watch.
Okay.
Is it like feel like you're there all day long, or
Oh,
do you
yeah.
guys
I
leave
mean, you already
and
know
come
you're
back?
in for it, because you're gonna go and you're gonna watch your blue belts and then you're gonna watch the purple belts. Sometimes our purple belts are very early in the morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock, So we gotta be there the whole day.
Yeah,
So it's dreading, but it's kind of like rewarding,
yeah.
Because
Is there other things to do there besides just sit there? Is there like concessions? Is
Fucking
there like
eat acai. And
obviously
that's
that?
it, dude.
Yeah, I just feel like sitting there all day. I'd have to get up and like run around or something. It seems
I guess. I watched it all day on my computer.
you
so
did, yeah. I guess. But
I mean, you just ref and work and compete and just stay there for the day. You're in for the weekend.
Right.
Sometimes you're fighting gi and no gi. You got to go back for the no
Yeah.
gi. On Sunday and Saturday you can do gi, absolute open class. So
yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do the open class. I mean, yeah, if I win, if I podium, I'm definitely gonna be doing the
You're gonna do the absolute.
absolute.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
for
bro.
sure.
that's how I've been doing. Like I've been podium and I'm going to open class. I don't
Yeah.
care how big the guys are.
No.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Trust your jiu-jitsu and go.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you never know if you can ended up doing better in the open class than
Right.
what you did in your
Right.
weight division.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50.
Right.
You got to take the chance.
Yeah,
I take the chance,
You're
man.
a chancer, dude.
So
There's no doubt about
usually
it.
we our gym, like in our gym, is like smaller guys, like lightweight, featherweight, roosterweight,
Yeah.
And then it's we got a few bigger guys.
We got some big guys, dude.
We do.
Yeah.
But you go to other gyms, it's only big guys. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the smallest guy, and when I go train with them, I get smashed because their
Yeah.
size and strength, and it's so big.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can control the guy, but sometimes most of the time you're gonna get smashed.
Like if they're on the same skill level as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
it's,
size
it's
does.
really
matter,
hard.
you know?
Yeah. So we're lucky, that we have like guys. They're all the same weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andre usually splits the room up too.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be like 175 and under here, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So that's kind of good too.
Yeah.
That way you could actually work the techniques and not just get fucking buried by some
Yeah.
dude who's 240 pounds,
But
know?
then,
Right.
yeah, I like training with Bernie. I like training with bigger guys.
That's true.
So
Well, Bernie moves like he's fucking 150 pounds, Like he moves well. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, he got on my back and was like a backpack on me. And
Yeah.
he's such a big dude. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he's just like, I'm like, dude.
Especially John too. John is very strong.
Yeah.
He just got promoted to purple.
Yeah.
And you train with him, you have to be conscious that he's a steamroller kind of guy.
Right.
He's gonna come and smash and strong, and so it's good because you also get that training for the open class. Even in a way
Exactly.
we had
Yeah.
What match did you like at Worlds? Like, what was your favorite one?
I mean, the Buchecha, his matches is like crazy.
Right.
So crazy. I
was
like
surprised.
how they just, I don't know how they, like you watch them, like they're so methodical of what they're like. That they planned on, like, this is the whole plan in action, and they stick with that course. Like, they're not just like, oh, I'm just gonna go out there and see whatever happens. No, they're really like, they drill that stuff, and it's really slick. However, I will say, 100%, if heel hooks were legal, they'd all be fucked. Every one of those guys is fucked because I see. That's all I do is watch that. I'm like, heel hook, heel hook, heel hook, heel hook.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's a totally different game.
It's a
You know
totally
what I
game.
mean?
That's why they do.
Where at points, guys will watch an EBI match and be like, I think the score is 460 to fucking 800.
It is so crazy how they just give you the heels. If they were if the IBJJF said, okay, we're going to revamp the rules this year, we're going to be including heel hooks now, fuck you guys. Nobody would be competing. The matches would be like 2 seconds
You
long.
wouldn't be able to do it.
It would be crazy.
But like Buchecha and like Rafa Mendez and the Meows and guys who like are world champions in the IBJJF, they'll go to ADCC and win that shit too, and heel hook the fuck out of everyone.
Yeah. It's crazy. But man, they just give you those heels. They're just like, well, you can't do shit with it.
The Leandro Lowe match and Buchecha, like those guys just like dead on the mat afterwards. Like, did you see that?
Yeah.
They were just like, I'm like,
Just
why
laying
are
down,
these
like-
guys so dead, bro?
What are you
Like,
talking about? What do you mean?
they're world champions.
Yeah.
They just went 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I've never seen like an MMA fight where like 25-minute MMA fight where the fighters are like passed out on the ground afterwards. You know what I mean? I
guess
was
you're
like,
right. That is
why
true.
are these guys so exhausted? You know, like,
I mean,
do
with
they come
MMA,
in-
you got a break. You got that break.
you got
between
that 1 minute
rounds,
break.
you
That's
know?
true.
You do
That's
have a
true.
1 minute
Fucking
break.
Pride though had that 10-minute first round though.
Yeah.
You know, but
That stomping
And-
on the head. It's true.
but yeah, because I mean, I'm assuming like those guys, Checkmat and like all the world class guys are pretty much simulating an MMA camp. Essentially, like that's how hard they're training and dieting, and
I mean,
you know?
like people are prepping their meals.
like I
and
thought
doing all that
Leandro
stuff.
Lowe was going to die.
But I think that's just, he always looks that way.
Somebody
though.
call a medic.
I noticed his earlier matches. He just looks like he's always like on
Yeah.
the verge of like passing out.
Right.
But he like then pulls her over.
He's a beast, bro.
He's-
He's a beast.
And Pierre, he says it's like a tactic. Like he'll do like I'm like
playing
like I'm
rope-a-dope.
about to fall asleep and then explode on you. You know, I'm like, but like he was like that on the podium, like
Right.
accepting
He's
his
just-
medal.
That's
like,
just maybe it's his thing. Like you have resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like always tired guy.
That's right. That's right. It's a resting concentration phase. We've talked about this, man.
It's strategy, bro. If it works,
Yeah, right.
If it makes you if you look tired, just to make the guy, this guy's tired. And
That and
Yeah.
it's just like
Low intensity. It's
Yeah,
like, it's
exactly.
not when you go against that guy who's super intense, like he's staring at you
Yeah.
really down. Really,
Right.
You're like, oh fuck, I gotta get jacked up now.
Yeah.
But if this guy's like half asleep, you're just like, oh okay, cool. We'll just like just a
Yeah,
regular roll.
as soon as you know,
Right.
boom, he's tapping you
grabbing
out.
you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's actually a good tactic.
Yeah. Well, that and people always think that I'm like baked. I don't know. I have like droopy eyelids or something. You know, like I've had foremen at work ask me that shit. They're like, "Are you high right now?" I'm like, "No." You know how you know that I'm not high right now? Because I wouldn't fucking be here if I was high. I'd look around and be like, "What am I doing here?" See ya. You know. Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I have that. What do you have?
I don't know what I
You don't have any syndromes?
No, I guess not. I don't know. I don't have any vices. No, nothing.
You
I
don't
know.
even have little man syndrome.
No.
You're not even like the angry little guy.
No.
You know, you're like the happy little guy. You
I
know?
know.
You know, like every little guy's angry.
Yeah.
You know, you don't even have that.
No.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I love it. I love life, man. I love
Life
being
is
on the
good.
mats.
Life is good.
Dude, when we had a belt promotion a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And we had that. Obviously, you guys were both there, but we had that open mat before the belt. I rolled from when Andre said, "Okay, let's go." I went every round. I didn't take one break.
It was an hour straight, right?
Hour straight.
Yeah, it was
They
fun.
did like 12 rounds. It was just, I was like high on drugs after that. Like I felt so good. I was like, man, I just felt like I was like floating, man. I was like, this is great. I love it, man. I love it. I can just keep going.
You were willing to go more than an hour?
Fuck yeah.
Damn, dude.
I'll keep going, man.
Yeah.
My
Leandro Lo needs to hire you as a
yeah, right.
an endurance coach.
You know what I think? I have a natural low resting heart rate. So my heart rate when I'm just like wake up in the morning, because I have this really slick scale that it's a Withing scale, I think they're called. Well, it'll check my pulse velocity waves. It'll check my heart rate, my water weight, my fat content, all by the scale. So my resting heart rate is around 50 beats per minute as I wake up. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's always right around there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's probably a benefit for me. That's why I'm able to do and not get tired as much because of that low resting heart rate. And it's never ramped up,
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
like Lance Armstrong in his prime, his resting heart rate was like 30 or something like that. Michael Bisping.
Yes, he's another one.
His like 32 or something
Yeah.
like that. Mine's 70.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
okay,
you're in
it's-
between Lance Armstrong and me.
Yeah.
You've got a nut and a half.
Yeah. It's a good place to be, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, no, that belt, because I've never been to a belt promotion ceremony before.
Okay.
And I don't know if anyone out there has ever been to one or was listening who has. It was awesome.
What would you say, Kyle? Most schools do
Fucking-
them, or is it
I think so.
you just
Yes.
get promoted kind of sporadically? Like
No,
or-
I think it all depends on the teacher. It all depends on the school. It all depends on the lineage.
Yeah.
But the schools that I've been to, like, there's usually twice a year, one in the beginning or one in the end, or one in the middle of the year, one in the end, or one. It all varies from school to school.
Yeah.
How they do it, But usually they do have the belt promotion, and to see how you're doing and to see your development. If you compete and you do well and you get leveled up, I think it's automatic. But I think the majority of the schools, especially in Brazil and São Paulo where I come from, there are belt promotions. I mean, I started jiu-jitsu when I was 14. I got my yellow belt, and then I got my orange belt, and then my green belt, and then when I turned 16, then I got my blue. Then I turned 18, I got my purple.
Yeah.
And then I just got my brown.
What happened? There's a huge gap in there.
Like a 10-year, 12-year
You've been
gap.
doing jiu-jitsu for like almost 20 years. What's
Right,
going
right.
on, Kyle?
That's what Nick Metria said. He's like, dude, Kyle used to be the most dangerous fucking purple belt in Chicago. Like, he was a fucking killer, And then he's like, then he disappeared and went surfing for like a decade.
Yeah, it happens, Sometimes we got to take a break,
That's fine. Yeah.
So
That's cool.
now I'm back at it on
How old are you now?
30. And just turned 30, yeah. So
It's great.
welcome to the Masters class.
Yeah.
Masters 1.
So, like, there's a Brazilian kid, Neto, I think
Yes.
his name is. He's visiting from Brazil. He's staying at Maneco's for a month or something like that. And he's a purple belt. And I rolled with him, and I was just like getting tapped at will. Like, nobody, like, and then, like, 5-6 times in a round. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, nobody does that to me. Like, maybe once or twice, but Jesus, I'm like,
He's
and
an 18-year-old kid.
That's what I'm saying.
Full of
he's
stamina.
18.
He's
Yeah.
19, so he was.
Full of
He's a big
stamina, full
19-year-old.
of testosterone, dude. Like, full of strength. He's a tall kid. He's
But
strong. He's big.
He's a fun role though. Like he's not overpowering me, but
my
he's
God.
he's one of those kids. He's one of those kids who started when they were 11, and then, and like got his blue when he turned 16, and got his purple at 18. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of those.
He's not like a 3.5-year purple
No,
belt. He's
no,
a
no.
fucking 10-year purple.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Started as a
Fuck,
child.
I didn't know he was that. He looks a lot older than me.
Yeah.
He's 19.
Damn.
He's just fasterly grown, I guess.
He's big. He's a big 19-year-old.
Accelerated growth.
Is he like 6'2" or something like that?
He's tall.
Yeah,
He's
big,
tall,
big
man.
boy.
Big kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I don't feel so bad.
You started off in Sao Paulo.
Yeah.
All right. And when do you move to the States?
So I started training just as a joke, you know. There was
As a
like
joke?
I mean, it was like this guys. There was always this jiu-jitsu gym in the back of this with sports club there I used to go called Palmeiras in the neighborhood, you know. They always used to be like doing backflips and, you know, with aqua locos and stuff like that, you know, with the people like jumping from the platform, you know, 3 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet, you know.
Yeah.
And then the gym was in the back, so on the way home, I was stopped one day. I was like, hey, you know, check it out. I was like, hey, come on in. I had done judo before, and so then he was like, yeah, come on in. So then I started training, and then got hooked.
Of course.
I started training at Josian Gracie in São Paulo. And then from there, I trained, and I got all my belts over there. And then the only belt that I got promoted was with Maneco here in Chicago. But so then I was 14. So then I came here when I was like 14 to 15. Then I started training with Carson, senior, with FFC, with everybody, you know, with Jay Valco, with Mark Vives, with Maneco, Izal Reyes, everybody that got their own gym now. You know, we all used to train together, the Viana brothers too.
Yeah.
Then I trained a little bit with Pedro as well. And then after that, and then I stopped and gave a break. Then I went back to Brazil, and I was just traveling, you know, went to Jamaica, I went to Hawaii, went to Paraguay. I traveled a little, you know, I was enjoying life. You know.
Were you training during your travels too?
Not much.
No,
not much. And
just
then,
surfing and partying.
Yeah, enjoying life. You know, traveling, surfing.
Yeah.
You know, going places. You know, broadening my horizons. I guess. You know?
Seeing the world.
Yeah,
You're young.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, you got to do it while you're young.
That's
right.
right.
So I guess I did the right thing.
You did, for
but
sure.
I didn't do the right thing jiu-jitsu wise. You know.
No,
like,
probably
so
not for jiu-jitsu.
I
But
took that break.
everyone's-
Some people don't start till they're
Thank you.
39.
Yeah, thank you, Paul.
It's never too late, bro. You
Never
know,
too late.
It's never too late to catch up. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to, you know, reconnect. You know,
Right.
So it's good, man. You know. So now it's been 3 years. I've been with Maneco.
So how long was your break then?
Probably like 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So now it's hard catching up, you know, because all this new stuff and all these kids, you know, are coming up or flying, you know, on top of you. Like, what the hell, you know?
Right.
You know. So.
Yeah.
But which is good, you know. I started training seriously with Maneco in February of 2015. You know, me and Maneco, we go way back.
Yeah.
And so good stuff, man. You know, I started taking jiu-jitsu more seriously. I started traveling, started learning how to ref.
Yeah.
Learning more about the rules, you know. Maneco's a good guy to teach, you know, to teach you about the knowledge, a lot of knowledge that he has to share with us, you know. So kind of been following that path, you know, lost a lot of weight. I came into the gym weighing like 187.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you can look at the pictures, the older pictures. Yeah.
So you were traveling and
yeah,
eating.
you know, yeah.
Eating
I'm living
everything.
good, man, you know.
Living a good life.
Yeah, no shit.
So then little by little I started, you know, I dropped and then I competed at the Chicago Open in 2015 as a middleweight. So it was like 180 something, you know.
Yeah.
Then
You're
I
little.
lost right away, you know.
How
because
tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
No, yeah, you belong at lightweight. for
Yeah.
sure.
So then I dropped all the way from middle to feather. So then last year I competed the whole year as feather. But then I was having a hard time like cutting weight, you know, maintaining my strength and
Right.
you know, dehydrating, you know. So then I just went back to light. I was like, you know what? I ran the last year in the competition mode as feather. I went to Pan Am's, I went to, you know, Chicago, you know, I went to Atlanta Pro. I went to a few others, and then I was like, you know what, I'm torturing myself, my body, you know, so I gotta just go one weight class up, you know.
And how did you feel in competition?
I feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more stronger. I feel like I can eat, you know.
Right.
I can drink, you know, and because I was dehydrating a lot, I was doing a lot of like bad salt, you know, to cut last minute. And, you know, when I went to Worlds Nogi in September last year, like I threw up a night before. So like I was, you know, dehydrated.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't eating. I was worried about my weight, to make weight. And when I got there, like, you don't have enough time to like recompose everything, you know.
No.
So even though if you drink Pedialyte, Gatorade, whatever, it's not enough time for you,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So you can feel well again, you know. So
Because you're pretty much competing, within 10 minutes after you step on the scale, right? Same thing as
pretty much,
Chicago Open?
Yeah, pretty much like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll call you in. As soon as they'll call you in, they'll bring you to the area. As soon as they'll call you, like, you're in the area, there's like 1 or 2 fights in front of you. And then you just get called in and go.
And is that what you did? Chug Pedialyte?
Yeah, tried.
Dude, oh my God, I would puke.
So good stuff, man. It was fun.
Yeah, so you physically feel better. I mean,
Oh,
were
yeah,
you getting
a lot better.
good results at featherweight?
Not as much as I would like to.
Yeah.
I only placed last year out of the whole competition in Chicago.
Yeah.
I lost in the finals for Max Pascali with Guy. So it was good. It was a good match. You know,
Yeah.
Max is tough. So, and then, yeah, Alex Sieber was in the podium with me too. We got third with no Guy. So it was good,
awesome.
man. And then this year I fought the Chicago Open too.
Mm-hmm.
Then I fought Open and I fought my weight class in the Open class. I got second with Guy and I got second with no Gi, open division.
Yeah.
And then I got third no Gi and third open class.
That's pretty
no gi.
good.
Yeah.
For a lightweight.
Yeah.
I think you're back, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
think
And
you
then I
made
went
a
to
comeback.
Dallas.
Yeah, you went to Dallas.
And then I went to Dallas Open, you know, and then it was nice. I got to train with the Soul Fighters over there with Tanki Moreno and then Vinicius Agudo and everybody else, you know, and it was very nice.
What's that gym like?
It's small, but it's high intense, bro. And it's very hot, you know. Texas is very warm and it's very hot and humid. And
No air conditioning?
we did conditioning and then
Okay.
we did
No,
drilling. And
They
then
don't put the AC on over there, dude.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
a waste
we're
of time.
lucky here. We're very lucky here that we
Andre,
have
Andre,
that.
Andre puts the air on. It's
We
fucking
have
nice.
it very good.
It's
Today I went
nice.
to Nubian, man. I was my gear is drenched.
Yeah.
Oh, you at Newbury today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. With Mark over
It's
there.
always a good open mat over there.
Oh, yeah, it
Lots
was-
of bodies.
Yeah.
Lots of bodies.
And a lot of people that I know too, you know, they always come to our gym. You know, they used to
Yeah.
come, you know, regularly to our gym. You know, Matt Layton, Usher.
Yeah.
You know, Taylor and Mark, and you know,
Taylor,
Carlos.
she just got a brown belt.
Yeah,
Taylor.
she got promoted.
Taylor
yeah.
Biaggi, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's awesome.
A lot of people did.
She works hard, man. You know.
Yeah. Is it Gabriel? Gabriel got his brown belt. Who fought Pierre?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gabe. Yeah. That's awesome.
When did you
awesome.
get your brows? Kyle?
I got my brown last year, December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at that.
I heard you were on probation for a while as a purple belt. what was that about? Maneco had you on probation? What is it? What is this probation?
No, it's because a lot of I usually when we come from other gyms, let's say sometimes we bring bad habits.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what I mean.
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
Explain what a bad habit is.
So I had a bad habit of like getting people on footlocks and like ended up hurting them. Or my bad habit was of like reaping. You know,
Okay.
like I was going for footlocks and I was reaping and people were getting hurt. Or maybe I was like pulling guard like in a way that was different, you know, or a wrong way, and then somebody was getting hurt. So I was getting hurt. A lot of people were getting hurt at the gym. It wasn't good, you know.
Right.
So Maneco cut it off. He was like, you know what, no more footlocks for a while, you know. So which was good in a way because, you know, like you kind of like unlock other moves.
Right.
Because you can't do this move, but you have all these other ones.
Right.
That you know that you can do. So I started working more, you know, instead of just going for the foot, you know, which I like to do. I started going for more triangles, for more omoplatas, for more sweeps. You know, I started working more lassos. You know,
Right.
So it's which is kind of good because you get deprived from one move, but then you ended up developing 2 or 3 others.
Right.
Which you start getting better at it. You know.
Yeah.
So I got grounded for 3 months.
I just love
for
that.
doing footlocks, you
love
know,
that.
which you know what's been happening right now. We have a situation kind of similarity to that. The Neto, you know, Neto's a big kid. He's a strong kid, and he always goes for toe holds. He's tapping everybody out with footlocks.
He went for toes. I mean, he couldn't get it.
Yeah, you know.
because I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
because I come from obviously a heavy leg lock.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's going for sweet. All right, so we could play that game with him.
Yeah.
So I like.
It's because he's almost a brown belt, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good because you get kids like that you know like it's kind of challenging.
Yeah.
It challenges you. It challenges your jiu-jitsu. It changes your physical ability because the kid is bigger and stronger, you know.
Yeah.
So I like, and then usually he like stands up, so he like starts standing. Even though I know sometimes you know that dude's gonna pull guard,
Right.
but it's good that you could just have that feel, you know, like because usually we start from the ground, you know.
Right.
It's only like close to competition that we start standing,
Right.
you know. So it's like it's good because you kind of like. You train both, you know. You train standing, and then you go to the ground, and then you train the ground.
Right.
It's kind of like a live situation, you know, almost close to the competition, you know. So it's
Well,
like
I mean, like after everyone got leveled up to blue, Paul and I were at the barbecue and we're talking to a lot of the guys who got their blue belts, and I don't know if Paul remembers this, but
Why wouldn't I remember that?
I don't know.
It was a nice barbecue.
I know I remember everything that happened at the barbecue, but you two, I'm not sure if you guys remember everything that happened at the
That's a
barbecue.
good work. I was okay.
You're okay.
I like to party.
So we were talking to some of the blue belts that got leveled up, and Paul's like, "All right, you guys, you're all fucked with leg locks because Zito's gonna fucking crush you now with leg locks." So now all I'm doing is for when I roll with them, I just make it a point to at least get them 1 foot
One
lock.
time, yeah.
One time,
Just welcome them to the club.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it's good because that's where they're gonna see it.
They're
you know?
gonna see it now.
Yeah.
So and they give up their feet like willingly. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, this is what's gonna
yeah,
happen.
yeah, it's good for them to see what's
To
going
see,
on, and
exactly.
then it clicks.
They'll recognize
Because
it.
they got habits to change now too.
Exactly.
Which is,
and then you
hide
have to
your
think
feet.
about it. Like you go for it, and then you're exposing yours too.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
it's a give and take situation, you know.
Yeah. That's how Neto got me.
Yeah.
So I had him, in my normal, straight ankle lock, and he took my pant leg, dragged it over, and put me in his own straight because
Yeah.
he's a lot longer than
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Top
man.
side straight ankle.
Top side straight ankle. Yeah. It was real.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good at catching the toes right in his
Yeah.
armpit
Yeah.
and putting a little turn on it too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a heel hook, but it's legal.
It's legal.
You know?
Yeah.
I like that.
He's really good.
And sneaky with him because I don't know if you noticed on his foot he has surgery, so his foot's more flexible
Really?
Oh, really?
than ours. Yes, I didn't notice. And luckily I had noticed already because I saw the scar.
Oh.
And then he said, this foot I'm not gonna tap because I have surgery and it stretches longer. I guess it has a higher
Yeah.
power
Yeah.
of stretching.
Really?
So,
Which
yeah.
one is it? I have to check it out.
The right one.
The right one?
Yeah, you
Okay,
gotta take
all
the
right.
left one.
I gotta take the left one. All right, I did. I would go for the right one, so I'm gonna have to switch it up.
Speaking of footlocks, did you see Homo Bahal in
yeah.
Worlds, dude?
Yeah,
it was
dude.
just not tapping to that toe hold, and it was like
Unfucking real.
fucking his foot was in half.
That was
See that
crazy.
call right there, like not because the foot broken, but because of the attitude of like he could almost would have won.
Right.
Right.
If I was a ref, I would have given it to him.
I would have given it to him too because
yeah.
his face was cool, calm, and collect. Like, yeah, his foot broke, but if he was like cringing and just like, I know there's 5 seconds left, but like, be like, I'm not gonna give it to you, dude. Like, he broke you off.
Yeah.
But he was like calm and shit.
Yeah. Like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. He's like
Crazy.
Yeah, and then he like made a post on Instagram. He was like, I don't give a shit about my foot. I just care. All I was concerned about was the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how far these guys are willing to go.
Yeah.
You know,
Because what's a recovery like that? How long are you gonna be off the mat with
a few months, probably 2 or 3 months, maybe
I
more. I don't know.
Enough
I mean,
to compete at Worlds next year.
right?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, think about it, Jacare. When Roger Gracie broke his arm, he still fought and he kept fighting.
Yeah.
So it's that samurai spirit.
Yeah.
That it gives like a good example for all of us.
Yeah.
That are watching and expecting and
Yeah.
cheering together and
Yeah, I
On
mean,
the world stage.
I can see.
I mean, tap before,
Yeah, you would hope
But-
so. But I mean, even the moment, like for me, when I compete, if you're choking me, I'm probably not gonna tap, man. Seriously, I like that
Like
last.
you're just gonna go out.
I'll probably just go out because
one of our teammates
that's not-
was put to sleep
was he?
at Chicago. Yeah.
That's not as admirable as getting something broke. Like,
No, it's not. But I'm just. You better get me, man. Because in a comp, man, I'm not gonna just fucking give up. I don't give up on the mat. Like when we're rolling, like
Yeah.
Andre puts it on me,
Yeah.
and I'll go to the last second. I mean, he does not go easy on me, man.
No.
And I'll sit there and I just want to make sure he knows.
I don't think he goes
that
easy with anybody, bro. To
No.
be really honest with you.
But I'm just gonna make sure that I give him a good roll, and I'm just not tapping just to fucking like, oh yeah, you got me. No, fuck it, put it on me.
Right.
I want to feel that.
Maneco will make sure that.
Yeah, man, he does. He don't go. Like Paul and I were talking about this a while ago. We were like, because I'm older, and everything like that, but. He doesn't go easy. Fuck no, man.
No, dude.
Neon belly on me?
No.
Fucking neon belly, man. It's like, thank you.
Yeah.
What about when you put like one knee on the belly and one on your chest? Have you done that with your
Man, dude, he's so brutal. Then when he takes mount, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I just
Not getting out of that.
no, and he
Just like-
he goes for wrist locks a lot, man. He does.
well, against you because you're still like.
No, against me too. Against everybody. You just knows you lose.
There's not a whole lot you could get Anthony with because you're still in survival.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know.
You got to get out of that. Bro.
I know, but
I mean, because like it's like you like someone will roll around with you and be like, oh well, he didn't catch me, but he beat you fucking 24 to nothing,
right? Yeah,
you know, you got to open yourself up.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing more now since we had that conversation is just trying to come up more, try to stay on top instead of but I want to work my sweeps.
Yeah,
I definitely want to work my sweeps, and I love what we just learned with that using the belt, not the belt, but
the
lapel,
yeah,
and then going around with under and getting that sweep or taking the back. Oh, dude, it's so slick. It is so
that
slick.
arm drag we did yesterday worked today. I went to.
Oh, you used it today?
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It worked. Yeah, against the brown belt, it was really nice. It actually worked, and I went to the back. You
did.
Like you grab the collar, you grab the hand,
kick the leg out, kick the knee out.
Yeah, and it's just as soon as you drag, you come up, and then the hook's already in. You go to the back.
Yeah. Did you go right for the bow and arrow?
No, and then once I went to the back, he kind of like took the hook off, and then like I kind of stepped. Once I stepped, I pulled. Once I pulled, he was licking up. He didn't let me put the hooks in. He went and got me an arm. Like fuck. So I was remembering position before submission.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, do you notice Zito as like a guy who came from strictly no gi to now training in the gi and being like a smaller guy also? Yeah. Do you feel like you're managing bigger guys better?
For sure.
In the gi?
Yeah, for sure.
So is it more fun for you then?
It's different. I just love the gi. So is it more fun? Yeah. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I
because
like
for a smaller guy, you have more options.
Yesterday he handled the Chris really well.
Yeah,
it was a lot bigger than him.
Yeah,
he kept on top.
Yeah,
he passed it. Almost had him on the armbar. Almost took the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that. That was a fun roll, man.
Yeah. I was watching.
I did not want him on top of me.
That's what I was saying, and because he was a bigger guy, he should have like impose more his weight and his body.
Yeah.
But he's just got promoted, so it's like it takes time.
Right.
Until he notices that.
Right.
That's why once he was standing and Zito was standing with him, he was shaking, kind of like you were shaking too, but, he still put a dude down. Chris was still bigger than him.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Caio has been known to coach guys in the gym. Sitting on the side. I had to introduce Caio to my girlfriend at the Belt Promotion barbecue. I'm like, this is the guy in the videotape who's yelling at my match. She's like, oh my god, I love your voice, because it's like half English, it's like half Portuguese slang.
Yeah, we were like formally introduced.
Half English, half Portuguese.
It's like putting a face to the voice, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah. That barbecue was fun, man.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking Andre, man, what? Like he was cooking like 6 hours straight. Like I don't know. He was
cooking up meat and just drinking beer and
fuck, man.
Shirts. There was quinoa, there was guacamole, there was rice, there was picanha, there was sausage, there was chicken, there was wings.
Man, that steak was
stuff,
like fucking so good.
Yeah.
The line, I'm like, oh man, is the line? It was always a line. Every time I'm like, fuck, there's always a line. I'm like, what the fuck? It's nonstop.
Yeah. I remember a player just skipped the line.
Did it?
Brown belt. Excuse me.
Paul was just standing up there, like just eating chips and the guac.
Yeah.
I'm like, Paul, just take some, put it in your plate. No, I'm just gonna stand here and just eat right out of the bag.
That's what the crowd was, man.
What the fuck?
I don't know if you could bring your own liquor. I don't know if they had a beer there. Ended up bringing some beers. We ended up getting
I had a pretty substantial bar tab.
I bet you did.
Night, dude.
What time did you leave there?
God damn. Like
you
10, like after 10.
You closed
like 10:30. I don't know if I closed it.
You don't remember that?
No, I do. I remember. I checked the Uber the next day.
Okay.
On my phone. I was like, damn, 10 o'clock, huh? Wow. Got there at like 1.
I didn't even remember. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah.
It's awesome.
But the belt promotion was beautiful, man. I mean, I've never been to one, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was like to see the kids. First of all, I wish someone really caught Andre and that little girl when he was giving her stripes, and he's like, he goes, do you want 1 stripe or 2? And she goes, 2. And we're like, oh. And he goes, I don't have favorites.
It's adorable.
But
You're my
she's
favorite.
my favorite. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was
He was
adorable,
like,
man.
it was so
So
adorable.
cute.
And then the other little kids, Andre goes, 1 stripe or 2? He goes, 1.
He's
like,
humble.
what?
Yeah, he was humble.
All right.
And they were like, girls always want more.
No.
You know? They always want
Just
more.
shows you. How old is she? She's got to be like,
Like
what?
4?
4 or 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so little.
Yeah, 4 years old.
But I got to class early the other day, and they're all, rolling around. I'm watching her, just seeing her. Yeah, it's 'cause it's so cute, man.
There's
She's like,
nothing funnier than watching little kids roll.
it's so
yeah.
fun, dude.
I don't know
It's
what
so
it is.
fun. So then Andre, at the end of the class, he has them like running plays,
Yeah.
and then drop down and do what are those called? Like I guess you go down your stomach and you pop back up.
Burpees?
Like a burpees.
Like a burpee,
Yeah.
and you watch these little kids like running in place, and she's like dropping down and standing up. I'm like,
It's so
that is
cute.
so
Yeah, it's
fucking
adorable,
awesome,
man.
man. It's
The
best.
future.
It is. It is
the future right there, yeah.
It's so cool to see them all like in it, and they're just like fighting, and just
Yeah.
Andre's yelling at him, coaching him, yeah, do this, and they're just like totally responsive to him,
Yeah.
not scared or
Yeah.
like they're just in that moment. It's so cool to see, man.
It's awesome, bro.
He's such a fucking boss.
Yeah, he is.
I don't care, man. I mean, he is a boss.
Yeah. He's like the guy who's like there teaching the little kids and they love him and they listen to him.
Yeah.
And then like an hour later, he's the dude at the barbecue with his shirt off, like slamming a beer, cooking up meat. You know, what I mean? Like,
It's
Yeah,
badass
that's funny,
right
He's
there,
so
bro.
passionate, man.
Yeah.
When I went up there, and like, so he calls us all up to get our stripes, and I was just like, I've never gotten a stripe. I didn't know what to expect really, and he's sitting there, and he's he has them all lined up on the wall there like
Yeah.
that, which was pretty cool. That he like had them all like
dude, time saver, bro.
time
Fuck
saver,
yeah.
man.
yeah, 'cause
Had them
you're
all
gonna-
pre-cut,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting, taped up on the wall. And so he's up there, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, he's talking to me. He's like, just, what he said was awesome. I'm not going to repeat it, just kind of for us, but he just, I felt so welcomed, by him, everything that he talked to me about. And he's like, he's in my first stripe. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. And then he just kept going. Now I'm just like, is this for real? Is it really happening right now? Like he's giving me like 2, 3. I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. and I just, man, I love the guy so much, man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
like, what he's done for me, like in my journey, has just been amazing. Like, just it's taken me to a whole nother level. And man,
Yeah, and it's only been 6 months.
It doesn't only
It's only
change your
been 6 months,
jiu-jitsu,
right.
it changes your whole perspective,
perspective.
your persona, everything,
Yeah.
Not your character, because you can't change that, but I mean, it just adds on to,
Yeah.
it, it sort of like creates a bond,
Yeah.
We kind of bond, hey, let's roll, hey, what's up, hey, come here, want to go,
Yeah.
Right.
So you already just kind of like build a friendship and kind of build like a family bond
Yeah.
kind of thing,
Right.
And I think you'll be able to see a lot of that on, especially on Bell Promotions,
Yeah.
where all the family is there, everybody's there, girlfriends, families,
Right.
everybody.
Yeah, the gym had something like 20 new blue belts
Yeah.
that day.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Andre had to throw like 30 people that day.
Yeah,
man.
he
That was
throws
fucking
them. That's fucking awesome.
That's a free judo class right there.
Right, dude. He was sweating
was
balls
great.
just throwing people
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were flying, bro.
Yeah.
Big guys flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's just so real. There's he's not hiding behind anything.
It's very professional,
Yeah.
It's even though it's jiu-jitsu, it's fun and everything. It's a lot of people that come and train are just like, it's so incredible, like the level of professionalism that you guys take this,
Yeah.
Even though it's for people, for some people it's a hobby, for some people it's a workout, for other people it's just their whole lifestyle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable how it can all change in 3 years for me.
Yeah.
How a lot of things in my life happen, and how jiu-jitsu like helped me vent or helped me progress, and
Yeah.
and Maneco also helped me, by being there and by,
Yeah.
talking and listening. I've cried on a mat, I left my tears in there, blood,
Yeah.
there was blood yesterday.
Yeah, Mikey. My brand new
We've been
war
putting
try.
sweat every day,
no.
so it's a life-changing experience,
Yeah,
man. It's
it is.
this journey. Once I started, I never thought it was going to be like 10, 15 years later still doing
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
still having fun along the way,
Right.
meeting new people and, broadening up, your horizons,
Yeah.
and it's pretty, pretty.
And what's nice, our classes from the, I go to the beginner, the 6 o'clock, and then I stayed for the advanced. That's pretty much my week. And it's just, I like that it's serious. Like, Andre is off the mat, he's awesome.
Yeah.
On the mat, it's jujitsu.
Business,
It's
yeah.
fucking business.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do business.
He's at work.
He's at work.
Yeah.
He's at work.
And he wants you to put work into
And you
it.
put
yeah.
that's my style.
Right.
You know, that guy putting work. I'm there. I'm not there to like sit there and be like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
No, man. I want to rep fucking technique.
Yeah.
And his techniques are just like fucking fuck.
Yeah.
Get me more of that. Like when he showed me that lapel, he's like, "This is for you. This is your game." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Fucking right." As I'm just like, it just fits so
it works,
well.
yeah. He
So well
knows.
with my game.
He
He knows.
watches his role, you know.
Yeah.
He knows what we do and how we do it, and then on top of that, you work with him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of like absorbs all three aspects of it, you know, like by watching, by teaching, by rolling, you know,
Yeah.
and so it's everybody got their own style, got their
Yes.
own, got their own
Right.
stuff, you know, got their own game plan, and he knows.
He does.
you know.
It's crazy.
And the other day when he was teaching the lasso, you know,
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, this is for you," you know, because he knows what fits in each other's game,
Right.
and how we do it and how we execute it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Now Paul almost missed his promotion. Talking to
I
you.
was bullshitting with Caio.
I'm watching him like call people. He's like, I'm gonna call your names up, just come up here and stand. So I hear him say whoever he said first, and then he called Paul, and then he goes down, and I'm just looking at Paul. I'm like, why is he not moving? Why is he not walking up? So everyone's up there, all
Blame
the
it on
purple belts
Caio.
up there, and I'm like, fucking Paul's just sitting there. I'm like, but you're too far from me at the time. Like I was I'm not gonna yell.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
like,
don't talk to people in the blue belt line, bro.
so I'm like,
you're wearing like back, blood.
so then everyone gets their stripes, and then Andre luckily looks at you. He's like, Paul, why did you not come up? You know, and he's like, did you call my name? So I was talking to Kyle. I'm like, Paul, why? Okay.
And then Kyle's like, "Don't blame me, dude."
Yeah, it's not my fault,
at
bro.
that moment, why are you talking to Kyle? Like, what is so important right now? You got to discuss with Kyle.
I was
He's a
paying
funny
attention.
guy, dude. That's why he's on the. That's why I booked him for the podcast, bro.
What were you guys talking about? What
I don't
was
know.
it?
We were like an hour into the promotion at that time. You know, I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
it was like,
And we were like drenched in sweat, and like we were just
Yeah.
sitting there, and just I was getting cold. You know,
I was
'cause
getting
that
cold,
shit,
too.
You know, the AC was blasting, and like you know, you're sweating.
I
You know,
know.
you're all sweaty, and
Yeah.
it's just like stop there, just
Yeah.
watch you, fucking cold. You know, so,
Yeah, it's funny. But
yeah,
you
it
got
was
your stripes,
fun.
Paul.
I did. I got 2 stripes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
nice.
fucking awesome.
I wasn't
Nice.
expecting any stripes either because I just got promoted.
And
you know?
neither was I,
You know?
because we
I
came-
wasn't either,
We
right?
were real fresh.
Fresh to the gi.
Well, no, but we had our belts, our new belts, for like 2 months before we
October, we got our belts.
started with Maneco. What, first of the year?
January.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months, yeah.
Kyle, remember the night we had to regulate outside the gym?
Yeah, yeah.
In the street, bro? We used jujitsu in the street.
Okay, tell the story now, Paul. Let's hear it. Let's hear this regulate.
No, it was, what?
It was a night class.
Yeah.
He left.
It was a rainy March night. It was like, I don't know, it was like 3 months ago. Like it was still like kind of cold out. I think
Yeah.
it was March, maybe. Yeah.
It was like late March. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, night class, regular, deal at Maneco's. Fucking hard training, hard rolls. Call it a night. Hit the showers, changed into my gear. Caio and Piehi and Andre were still on the mats, like just kind of like geese, like kind of just open, just sweating
Yeah.
it out, And I see you guys later. Like I was like literally 1 foot out the front door, and on Chicago Avenue. And I looked to my left, and like, because there was like a scuffle going on, like a fucking, it was crazy, And it was like these 3, like there's a dollar store next door.
It's like a Family
It's like
Dollar.
Family Dollar or something like that. So it was like 3 employees. You could tell right away they all had like red polos on.
Yeah.
And they're like fighting with this dude, They're like trying to like grab him and hold him down or whatever. So I was literally 1 foot outside the door, saw this, turned right back in. I'm like, yo, there's a situation out here. And
Trying to restrain somebody. I remember.
yeah.
I said-
And I'm like, I don't think anyone heard me. And then I was like, yo, they need help restraining somebody out here. And then like Andre and Caio and Pierre just like ran out there, and the four of us like just like dropped this dude to the ground and held him down. It was,
dude was trying to hit Maneco, you know, he was like, let me go, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Dude, he was trying to like bite us and shit.
Yeah,
like, dude. He was going crazy.
I guess he like stole something and they caught him on the door and then like they took him down, but like he was like, you know, like resisting on top of the employee. So that's what, like when he left and he saw, and he was like, hey, there's a situation out here. And then me, Maneco, and Pierre just ran outside on our geese.
Yeah, geese on and shit.
Yeah.
No shoes, I'm assuming.
No,
Yeah,
shoes. There was no
in the
time for
street.
shoes, bro, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, Maneco's trying to hold dudes, and then dudes trying to hit Maneco. I'm gonna fuck you up. And it's like, oh yeah. So then I go knee on the face, and Maneco goes knee on the belly. He's like, I can't breathe, you know. So then we just held dude until the police came, you know.
Yeah.
As soon as they came, they cuffed him up.
They cuffed him up, dude. Yeah, no, like, thank you. Like, the cops roll through. They're like, all right, cool. We got this from here. I was like, you know, I want, like, a write-up in the paper, dude. Like, local jiu-jitsu gym makes good with citizen arrest. You know?
Right.
You know?
Come train.
Yeah.
First class is free.
Right.
Dude, but the dude was like,
right.
he was, like, super drunk and high on drugs and shit. And, like, just, like... So what happened was, he shoplifted.
Right.
Then he got confronted by a female employee. He cracked the female employee, and that's when the other two employees came in. So it was a dude and two girls trying to fight this guy.
Yeah, but he was like a big, strong dude.
He was a big guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, how convenient for them. Just,
Yeah,
right next to jiu-jitsu school. Like,
or just, like, the wrong time or the wrong place to go shoplifting.
Right,
You know?
shit. You know?
I mean, like...
Look around,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. And
Yeah.
right there, there's a capoeira gym. There's a jiu-jitsu gym. And
Right.
So there's a Aikido gym right on the other side of Chicago.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and the
just
guy
the
was
wrong
just
area for you to go.
yeah, he was
rob,
like trying
you
to
know.
bite us and shit.
Yeah, he was
I
trying
wanted to be
yeah.
like, bro, like, not that he was going to understand it, but like, there's like 50 years of grappling on top of you right now between like Maneco and me and Pierre and Caio.
I know. Pretty much.
Trust me, you're not going anywhere.
No, dude was fucked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must be doing time right now.
Yeah. So, long story short, we're heroes.
Yeah, basically.
Save the employees.
Yeah.
You saved the
Saved
employees
the day.
and the dollar worth of
Yeah,
goods
The
he stole.
family dollar.
Yeah,
There you go.
the laundry detergent he was shoplifting. No, it's funny because I mean, it took the cops like, I don't know, 6 minutes, maybe 6
Yeah.
minutes to get there, whatever. But like 2 minutes in, Maneco's like, "You guys got this. It's cold out here."
Yeah,
Just walked
yeah,
back
pretty much. He just went back in, and we just stood out there holding the guy down.
Yeah, it was like a waste of his time, you know? Yeah.
That's
I'm a
funny.
3rd degree black belt. I'm not. You guys got this.
Yeah. I
I'm
thought you
holding
guys
some
were
bum
right.
down in the street. Yeah.
Good
That's
stuff,
great.
man. Good stuff.
Man, that's so funny.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But breaking news.
What's that?
Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Yep.
Don't forget you heard it here first. Grappler Union
That's right.
podcast.
It's happening.
guys.
Yeah, right.
August 26th.
Where
it's
you
going
get
down.
where you get all your news.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, August 26th.
Oh yeah, talking about
signed
that.
deal.
That's on that same day. Or what's going on?
Master Senior Worlds
Master
is the same
Senior.
day. So if
Oh,
anyone's
there you go.
going,
Is it
to
called Master Senior?
World's
Just
Master.
World's Masters. Why are you calling it
sorry.
Senior, bro?
get up on that mic, Kyle. God damn.
World's
Pull it to
Masters.
you.
Yeah, you can pull it to you.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Master Worlds.
Yeah,
is,
Master
yeah,
Worlds.
which I was really, man, I'm like, want to go, and I don't want to go, and then I want to go, and then I'm like,
That's crazy though.
You
Like
should
if you
go,
try,
man.
I should do it.
Yeah.
Right?
for anyone who didn't book, I mean that might really affect the tournament.
Oh,
Because
for
anyone
sure.
who didn't book,
So IBJJF is having like a deal with the hotels, with some of the hotels.
Okay.
You get like a discount, you know.
Do you usually stay at a
So this
hotel or
is
do you
the
stay at a
fucking-
like
So it all
Airbnb?
depends. It all depends. Sometimes I stay. It all depends on where I go. Sometimes if I go with other people, we rent a like Airbnb.
Okay.
Which is more cozy, more you feel like more at home.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not like that. You feel like in a hotel. But sometimes we go. If it's just me and Tyler, for example, when we just travel to compete, we just stay in a hotel.
Okay.
If it's me, Tyler, Pierre, Maneco, Steve, and everybody else,
Christina
and then
and all them.
and then we rent a place. So like a Airbnb.
right?
Like right now, we were checking out, hotels. We had a deal, but then like more people start, showing interest of going. So, I guess Peter rented out like a house with a pool.
Yes, did he just post
Airbnb.
that or something like that? Yeah, I saw that.
So it's
that's for Masters Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So probably me, Monaco, you should go.
Yeah.
And then Bernie is going to go. And then other
you're
people.
going this year?
Peter is going, yeah. I didn't go to Worlds this year.
Are you competing?
Yes.
You are.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yeah.
There's I checked the brackets. There's like 6 or 7 guys currently in the bracket.
Yeah.
In my bracket, Masters 3.
Okay.
You know?
I don't know,
do
man.
it, bro.
I don't care, bro. I just,
It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks after Chicago Open.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly 2 weeks.
Chicago Open. I already signed up for the Chicago Open.
I
That's
haven't yet. I
gonna
will
be fucking
soon.
insane that weekend in Vegas.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
fuck, dude, it's gonna be
like,
crazy.
I honestly, like, I think it's going to affect the tournament. Like, if you didn't book something already, you might be fucked. Like,
It's possible
dude, there's
because people are just gonna want to be in Vegas for that. Just because of the party.
Yeah.
But like when Aldo pulled out of the McGregor fight and Conor was offered Chad Mendez, that was a risk that he didn't want to take. As far as like, he's like, no, fuck that, I'm waiting for Aldo. But so many Irish fans had bought airfare and tickets and fucking hotel rooms and shit like that. That's why he said, you better find someone for me to fucking fight.
Right, exactly.
He's like, I'm not doing that to my fans.
Right.
That's the same thing. I mean, there's so many people who's going to come in for that. It's going to be insane. I know.
right.
I mean, there's gonna be people there for the IBJJF event and for the boxing event.
Right.
It's gonna be a lot of
Huge. I mean,
lot of revenue.
They're saying
going
it's
on that
going to be the
weekend.
biggest fight ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I can't imagine it wouldn't be.
Imagine the payout.
Well, payouts fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like, do you think after this Conor's going to go back to the UFC, or do you think he's done?
I guarantee you that, because that was Dana's concern. If he makes $75 million on this fight, he's never going to come back and fight for me again. So there's got to be something in where the UFC has like a retainer on the money, and it gets released over the course of 5 or 6 MMA fights.
No fucking way,
dude. I'm sure there's something to do like that. Dana has to protect himself, and Conor needs Dana to sign off on letting him fight. He's under contract. I'm guarantee there's something like that going on.
I'd be shocked if I'd be shocked if that was that.
Why would that shock you?
Because knowing how Conor is, he just wouldn't let that guy control his money. No way he would let him control that money.
This is a once in a lifetime chance to make $75 million. He's going to try and put a deal together, and Dana is protecting himself. Dude, there has to have been something like that.
He's not going to hold his money. No way. Hold his money? Think about it.
Well, then we're never going to see him fight again.
I don't think we're going to see him fight again.
Okay.
That's why I think that after this, it's going to be like Conor McGregor.
We got to open new doors.
Then Dana White is the stupidest businessman I've ever seen. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think he's dumb.
That's a dumb move.
I don't think he can legally hold his money. I don't think that's a possibility. I think he could put him under some kind of contract, but to fight X amount of fights. But
I think
if he
probably
retires, he
have
retires.
one or two fights.
Like who's next in line for him to fight anyway? What's the big fight?
Well, the trilogy with Diaz.
No,
why not?
I don't want to see that.
You don't?
Not really,
dude. Number 2 was like.
Awesome. But who's?
Isn't it the Hawaiian kid, the Holloway?
No, that's 45. He's at 55.
He won't
who's 55? Who's a contender at 55?
So there's a super fight with GSP. There's also like the shit talk.
That's 170
with Woodley. Yeah.
So you don't think he comes back to 55? Let's look and see UFC. Who's at 50?
It's fucking Tony Ferguson.
Oh,
and
that's
Khabib.
right. Fucking Tony and Khabib. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Tony Ferguson would be a fucking hell of a fight. Tony Ferguson and Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Or Khabib and Conor, or fucking Tony and Khabib.
I don't. After seeing Khabib getting a little bit lit up by Anthony Johnson, I'm not too interested in Conor versus Khabib. I think Conor lights him up.
Yeah.
And there's nothing going to stop him. But Tony is definitely more dangerous.
Yeah.
Tony Ferguson is a dangerous fighter. And he's long. Conor's long. Mm-hmm. That's I think that would be the fight to make. But isn't Tony fighting for the interim right now? I thought Tony is fighting.
Well,
for the
that
interim.
was. I mean, Khabib didn't make weight. That's what that was for.
But coming up, I thought he's fighting.
Is there another one coming up? I
don't know. But there's not much. UFC, the fucking cards aren't. I'm telling you, man, they're not that great.
There hasn't been anything that exciting in a while.
I mean, even the upcoming ones. Like, so we've got Betch Correa versus what's her name? The girl that knocked out Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm.
Okay.
That's coming up,
Yeah.
which is whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but then you've got, look who's headlining this next one. I'll put it up there for you guys to see. Michael I say his last name? Chiesa versus Kevin Lee. That's
a headline?
That's a headlining one.
The main event?
That's on the main card.
Who's on the co-main event? Kyle? are you on the co-main?
I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's a fight night, but
it's a fight night, but
yeah,
still,
I know.
I mean, there's not a lot coming up. That's like, oh
Yeah, the Bellator card is actually the upcoming Bellator card is better than anything the UFC's got going on currently.
look at Anthony Johnson is headlining versus. I mean,
Chael Sonnen versus Vanderlei Silva.
yeah. Well, fuck, dude, that's been years in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the next big one, Kevin Gastelum versus Weidman. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna be a hell of a fight. But that's end of July, and then you got Cormier versus John Jones too. You said you wanted to see that one.
I'll watch that.
Yeah,
I mean, I watched.
I think it's
John
gonna be a
Jones.
good fight,
Yeah.
man, from both sides, you know, and especially because they got the beef. You know, it's gonna be like a heated fight.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be like one of those quick fights. You know, it's gonna be like a 1 minute, 2 minutes fight. But I doubt it. I think they're gonna
Yeah, I doubt it.
exchange.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
neither one of them are knockout artists.
True.
You know what I mean?
right.
Neither one. But where's Woodley in line with this? Like Woodley versus Damian Maia. Where's that at?
That's where is that?
I mean,
Damian Maia should be given the chance to fight for the
Well,
title.
I thought he
bro.
was.
He's got the title.
I thought he's got the shot. But so here's all the way up to September 2nd, and it's basically nothing up until September. Look at Struve versus whoever that guy is.
Yeah, dude.
Come on.
Are those the fucking UFC is like waiting for Damian Maia to like die or like something? You
I don't
know
know
what I mean?
why is it Woodley and Damian Maia not booked for like a big like July 4th or something like that? Like, isn't that normally a big card, July 4th? So they got
4th of
July,
July, yeah.
4th of July. So they
Well,
got
I mean,
July 8th.
Damian
They've
fought
got.
a month ago, so I mean, they got to give him.
Did he fight? Was it a month ago?
Yeah. So
Well, so
they
why
got to
not
let him
put-
chill for a couple of weeks, and then he gets into a new 6-week fight camp again. So
Why are they promoting September?
Right.
I mean, we're all the way out into September, Paul. Look at that. And nothing.
Yeah, but they still add matchups onto those. Those are just like what they have so far right now.
September 9th is the one that'll be next. UFC 216. So we don't know. It's in Canada,
Yeah.
you know. And then you got, you know, the 135-pound belt, which is right now on hold because of an injury. And then you got Demetrius Johnson, the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. And there's a whole beef with him now with Dana White.
Right.
Did you read about it?
Because he won't move up and wait or
Yeah,
something.
but did you read what he wrote about it? He wrote a whole thing about it, and he's a reasonable kid, man.
Yeah.
Like seems like a reasonable kid, and he knows what he wants, and he's just like, you know, if you're gonna treat me unfair, fuck it, I'm just gonna call you out on it.
Right.
And that's the
What
way it
about
is.
McGregor Mayweather though? Let's get back to the
What else is there to say?
Fucking ridiculousness.
McGregor versus Mayweather. I don't know, man.
Who do you got? Who do you guys got?
I got McGregor knocking him out.
Really? Really? What?
I'm gonna say McGregor knocking him out, dude. That's who I got too.
What, for real? Are you guys serious? You guys gotta be joking, right?
I mean,
I mean,
fuck?
why
McGregor got
the
no
fuck not,
boxing
dude?
though.
He knows how to box.
I don't know, man.
I mean, does he know how to box like the greatest
trust-
boxer in the world? Probably not.
Yeah.
But you got Floyd, who's very elusive,
He's a world champ, you know.
and obviously he can go 12 rounds. I've never seen Conor go 12 rounds. So if he's elusive in the
I
first
think
three,
Mayweather's gonna be McGregor, and
I do 300 rounds awake. Dude, they're 2.5 minute rounds, and it's all stand up, you know.
true.
I mean,
but
I think a 3-round MMA fight is.
I mean, your jaw
5
can
times
only
a-
hold so much, you know. Like
I know. Well, here's the thing. I mean,
disconnect, you know, from the head. It's,
well,
you go out.
how's the fight going to go? Floyd's going to outpoint him, right?
of course,
That's,
he's not going to knock.
that's
He's
what
not
it's
going to
gonna
knock
be.
him out.
You're not going to knock him out. He's not going to put himself in danger to be the fucking butt of the biggest upset ever. You know what I mean? He's just going to point him out and hide back and chill on the ropes. And the fight's going to suck probably.
But I want to see a knockout.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Me
And that's
too.
what everyone wants to tune in for.
And fucking McGregor is probably like, all right, I guarantee you, like he believes in his heart and soul that he could win.
Dude,
You know what I
there's,
mean?
there's a lot of money involved behind this fight
Right.
too. Like there's a lot of money.
Not to
Yeah.
mention,
Like even though if like for you to lose, they'll offer you a lot of money for you to lose
Sure.
because Mayweather has a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's just the money.
and not to mention
It's-
McGregor, if he makes it somewhat competitive, if it's somewhat close, there's the fight for Pacquiao there too. Conor versus Pacquiao.
I don't want to see that.
I don't either, but he'll still make like a cool 30, 40 million off of that
I don't want to
one.
see him boxing anymore. I want to see him back in the UFC. I want to
Yeah.
see Tony Ferguson versus McGregor.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I would like to see.
Game hasn't been the same since he's left.
It hasn't. I mean, look at these cards coming out. There's like nothing going on. They're like, we're like lost here.
Yeah.
You know, we got like Anthony Johnson, you know, there's nothing wrong with him, but he's like headlining.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys?
Didn't he retire?
No, he's headlining, dude. That's it. These headliners are just weird. Pettis is headlining in August.
Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio Pettis.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's Anthony Pettis at?
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
What about you, Kyle? Any MMA? Any Valley Tudo?
Not yet, man.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Bro, you're
Oh,
30.
shit.
When are you going to jump on
This is
this?
his prime. He's
It's
in
never
his
too
prime.
old, bro. It's never too old, you know? I feel like I'm the greatest shape I've ever been, now.
Yeah.
I look at Maneco, he's 46, going 47, better shape than a lot of 20 years old.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Like,
Ripped.
fucking
Fucking
like,
great.
yeah.
He's like, he was asking that guy, which is his friend at the barbecue, it's okay, we take our shirt off. And he just takes his shirt off. He's like, what the fuck, dude? He's just so like caught. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you train all day long.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all you do. I mean, you just live that life.
Yeah, dude.
That's an awesome life, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we trained more MMA. I mean, when Maneco and Pedro had their fights back in like 2012 or 2002 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Uh-huh.
I was their sparring partner.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to 16 ounces and they were going to MMA gloves.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and they both went over there and won.
Wow.
And we used to train at Carson too. Stephen Bonner and these guys come to train,
Yeah.
with Maneco, Majis, and Vanderlei, and Carson, and we were all there. And then they used to have a ring, and they used to get it in there. Right?
Really?
Yeah, me, Maneco, Majis, Vanderlei, all these guys like prepping for fights.
Yeah.
It was good times, man. It was like the golden era,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I miss that, And in our gym, we only do jiu-jitsu,
Right.
So.
Which we're now Friday night they're doing a no-gi class. Is Bernie doing a no-gi
I
class?
think it's gi.
Every
is it
Friday.
Yeah, I think it changed.
What the-
So it's gi again.
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Okay. 'Cause
I think
I thought I heard someone
6
say that.
o'clock. It's gi now because it was no gi, but then nobody was showing up.
Okay. So
And
now
then,
they're doing gi.
there was not a lot of people
Not a lot of
coming.
people,
Yeah.
right.
So,
Okay.
so I
So
guess
it's a
they changed it to
normal
gi.
class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
That's
right now,
good.
I think if you go in a group,
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went like 2 Fridays ago during the day, and there was like 10 people there for no-gi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for no-gi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the day, 10 a.m. class.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if the night is. I don't know if it's just Friday night in general, where people are like, "Fuck that!" Like it's
Friday
it's date
night,
night, or
yeah.
I got this
Right.
going on, or whatever.
But like the days that I was off, I went to the gym. It's like, what the fuck? I want to train. Where the fuck is everybody?
Right,
it's
right.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So then I asked I was like, Maneco, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna, since it's slow here to, Fridays, I'm gonna go over there and train in Uber. He's like, dude, more than welcome to,
Right.
It's like our sister,
Yeah.
sisterly, brotherly hood
Yeah.
gyms,
Right.
So
Yeah. I mean,
Andre's got
Paul-
a big fight coming up.
Oh, yeah, in
he hasn't-
Canada, yeah.
Yeah, I asked him about the other day. They haven't confirmed it with him yet.
really?
He said it the other day.
Oh, I think he's going. I think it's coming up soon because he's been talking about it for a
Yeah,
while now.
I know. And I talked to him
And
the
I
other
guess
day.
this guy that he's gonna fight just won, I guess, Pan Ams or just won Worlds. Yeah,
And he's a former UFC fighter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's in Toronto.
yeah, Toronto.
Yeah.
I mean, Maneco goes to Toronto often to ref,
Yeah.
So there's like the open there, you know, they have their own IBJJF kind of thing, and he goes to ref over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
it should be good, man. Maneco's been on a good run this year.
Yeah.
He's won Europeans, you know, he closed out with Rodrigo Medeiros.
Yeah.
You know, I guess if they were in buddies and they were in, one of them was going to, you know, I think Maneco had a big chance of winning in first place, you know. He closed out with one of his old teammates, you know, from Carson Gracie, dude, it was like a 5-degree black belt.
Right.
So they kind of like, you know, talk to each other. It's like, oh, if we meet at the finals, you know, I'll let you pass. In the Worlds, you let me, you know, you let me pass. So I guess there was like this
Camaraderie, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So, which
That's
is kind of
cool.
good
That's
too,
cool.
you know, yeah. Because if Maneco makes it to the Worlds, to the finals, and they both meet, you know, they will let him pass, you know.
Right.
Right.
Because he let Dude win Pan Ams, you know. Maneco won. If Maneco wouldn't have let the, you know, Rodrigo Medeiros pass, and he wins Worlds now, it's gonna be like the Triple Crown, you know, because Maneco won European, you know, in the beginning of the year, and then he went and got second for Pan Ams, you know.
Right.
You know, because he closed out with one of his older teammates.
Yeah.
And now Worlds Masters coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if Maneco, you know, wins and then he was, you know,
Right.
Triple Crown. Man.
Fuck.
So, yeah,
It's so amazing. It's a tough tournament, man.
it is.
It's
Very
no
tough.
joke. It's no fucking joke. Those guys are all in it, man. The people just in my bracket, you know, because I started looking at the points,
Yeah.
like how many points they have,
Yeah.
and the guys fucking they've been doing it a long time. They got a lot of fucking points. The guy that's been winning, he's got, you know, he's from Canada, who wins my division.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, it's no joke. These
Yeah.
guys, this is what they do.
I mean, there are kids
blue
that.
belts.
Yeah, they're blue belts, but they got like, I've got 9 points. Right, I just did one tournament.
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
This guy's got over 300 points.
I mean, I bet you he's competing weekend and every weekend and back
Exactly.
to forth.
He's
and
traveling.
You know, yeah, exactly.
He's going
you
out
know.
to those.
It takes a lot of money. It's time consuming, bro. You
Yeah.
know? And then, like we were talking about yesterday, there's other priorities. You know, once you start getting older, you know, once you're young, you don't give a fuck. You're
Right.
just traveling and doing your own thing.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. You know, everybody got their own priorities. But once you start getting older, you know, you got priorities. You got to work. You got to pay bills, and then you got to train. There's kids that they don't. They train, and they eat, and then lift, and then they train again, and then they sleep, and they do all that every day on a daily basis, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's, you know, luckily I have I'm healthy enough to, you know, go to work, put in work at a Brazilian steakhouse, which is a hell of work, you know, and then still find energy to come train in the morning, you know.
Right.
Usually I go to bed late, you know, because I work late, you know, it's hard for me to
those
go.
restaurant hours.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So it's, you know, if I don't have to work, if I only teach jiu-jitsu, teach the kids class, you know, do the beginners class, and then, you know,
Right.
still train, and then lift in the afternoon, and then go back, and then train again at night, you know. That would be a lot easier, you know.
Yeah.
But until then, you know, you got to hustle up, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's all part of growing
Got to
up,
sell
right?
those Guaranas and Poncho Kitchen.
Yeah. I don't want to work anymore. Remember, I quit my job, and you kind of like left your old place of work the same day. I'm like,
Yeah,
Caio, dude,
we're like
this is great,
unemployment,
dude.
yeah, right?
This is awesome. You're gonna be like, we're gonna train. We're gonna like fucking ride our
Yeah,
bikes
but
to
I was
the beach.
an
and
employee for like a weekend.
Yeah,
That's it, you know.
I come back in on Monday. I'm like, dude, let's fucking
Like,
let's
I'm
train.
hired.
Let's go eat some acai. We'll go to the beach. You're like, dude, I'm working today. I'm like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
That didn't last
No,
long.
like this past week, when I was training, they were having me like 3 doubles, 4 doubles, open and close, just to get the hang of things, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like physically tired. That one day, you know, I was like at the beach. I was like feet on the sand, you know,
Yeah.
water, sun, like. Oh, I needed that, you know.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
it was much needed just to replenish the energy, you know,
Yeah.
to begin fresh, you know.
You get energy from the sea.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude.
You know this.
The lake.
Michigan.
In Brazil, we have a saying that the salt kind of sucks your energy, you know.
Right.
Which is very true, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Lake Michigan's sucking something else. You don't want to go in that.
Yeah.
Stay away from that. Yeah, that's not good.
You go in there? Do you ever swim in that
Yeah,
lake?
yeah.
Do you really?
I'm a jungle boy, bro. I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get sick. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it. Why? You wouldn't go in there?
I mean, it's cold as hell, but I mean, it's nice and refreshing.
No, not
You feel
really.
like toasting under the sun, and the water's nice and cold. Like you go in there, like it's like refresh.
yeah. Dude,
No, I'm not interested.
no.
No.
That's because you would never be out like chilling on the beach anyway, like sitting out in the sun.
Yeah, that's not
yeah.
me.
Right.
No, I won't be doing that.
Right. Because if you're out there chilling, kicking back a couple
Oh,
of
dude,
Coronas
we left
and
the gym.
shit.
We left
Yeah.
the gym, and then we went straight to the beach, and we were just like chilling, and enjoying. As soon as you know, you're right there.
Gotta jump in, dude.
Yeah, man. Like feet away.
I mean, I'll go play a little beach volleyball. I'll do that.
Then you be all sweaty. You're not gonna get in water.
I don't know, man. They
Also,
got showers
What's
out
in
there.
the water that
I don't
scares
know.
you, bro?
I don't know what's in that water. I don't know what's in that water.
so Flow Grappling has McGregor, Mayweather, same day as IBJJF.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Heavyweight
click,
Grand Prix.
Yeah, heavyweight Grand. So click on that and see what they're saying about it. Like how much will it affect it?
What's a heavyweight Grand Prix? Is that like a
Oh, it's
So-
there. It's like an invitation
invitation
only.
only? That's right.
And
That's
it's like
right.
$40,000 on the line.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's
whoever
right.
Buchecha took it last year.
Did he really?
Yeah. He won last year $40,000.
40 G's.
Yeah.
See,
I think it's like a
That's fucking
16-man
awesome.
bracket or something, if I'm not
Really?
mistaken, or something like that. Yeah. It's like
So Buchecha, Hadja Gracie, Gaval, Leandro Lowe. Wow.
João Gabriel
Shit.
and more people. I guess.
Yeah. 40,000.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali was on it last year too. Yeah. It's
So-
like only the top guys, like the top highest
yeah,
ranking
right.
guys, they get invited.
But
And
right,
this is all IBJJF rule set?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Buchecha and Hadja Gracie, I thought were supposed to just have like a super fight rematch.
They
But,
are.
Like, it looks like they're just in the bracket, or did they?
No. There's another fight with them, right? Or was that it?
See, you see right there. You go back. Yeah,
Maybe
see
that's-
that's IBJJF saying that they have a deal go up.
Oh.
You see, it's right there. Look, in light of the announcement of the very big, so they're saying that that they have a discount. Has partnered up with the Westgate Hotels offering special Vexia Fit Fest rate.
So they're looking out for the competitors, and they're booking blocks themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because they don't want people not to go to IBJJF
Fuck yeah, dude.
because it's going to be super expensive, like to book hotels and flights,
Right.
the last minute. And
Dude, they're so on their game.
Dude,
The IBJJF.
so on their game.
I mean, there's so much money involved, bro.
Yeah.
If each competitor paying 150, 195 to compete, a person. Imagine how many competitors.
Well, you get a T-shirt though. Don't forget about the T-shirt.
Yeah, they ran out of my size at the Chicago
No,
Open.
you didn't even get a shirt,
Dude, I got 2 shirts.
for your $190.
Pan Am was
I
really
got
cool
two,
last year
just
because we
one
got
of
like
them
a
was a
cup, we
medium.
got a bag, we got a magazine, we got a magnet, we got a keychain.
really?
Yeah, you got a whole thing. Yeah, that's what's fun. Yeah.
They're super. I do have to email them because I signed up for the Chicago Open,
Okay.
which I was able to choose Masters 3 for the gi, and then I went to no gi, and it wouldn't let me choose Masters 3. It just let me choose Masters 1 and no gi. Like there was no.
There's not enough people, probably.
Yeah,
It's
probably
just
there's
Masters.
nobody registered under Masters 3 or.
Oh, is that why?
Or 2,
well,
yeah.
well, then how are you the first person to register? That doesn't make any sense.
Like Nogi might just be like Masters.
No.
You don't think so?
There's Masters 1 because I did Masters
No,
3
they
last year.
they break it down. But
It breaks down the exact same
but
way?
if, for example, he registered and there's nobody on his division, let's say, he can just go wait in and then go pick up the medal.
Yeah.
But
could?
I mean, you could.
I don't want to do that.
I mean, exactly. But I mean, it's points. Let's say if you want to work as
oh, I see what you're
The
saying.
point
Yeah, just
system.
grab my
the
medal.
point system.
I
Yeah.
get my
I mean,
points.
but if you
Yeah.
really want to fight and there's nobody at 3, there's nobody at 2, aren't you going to fight at 1?
Yeah.
Right.
But it was odd that I couldn't choose 3.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So Pierre, he said, just email them
Yeah.
and see if they can correct that for you because I'm not going to go down to adult like I did last year.
Yeah.
Or this.
Dude, I
past
signed up
summer.
as Masters for Pan Am's and Maneco made me change it to go to adult. Like,
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh come on, you're pretty close.
I don't know. I didn't know I could go as Masters.
Oh, you didn't know? You just.
I mean, I signed up because so it says if you turn 30 on before March, but on this year,
Yeah.
like if you're from '87,
Yeah.
and you turn 30 on this year, but it's before the Pan Am's,
Yeah.
you are able to register as Masters 1.
Okay.
So it's the year of your birthday. If it's before the competition, you can still register as, whatever category.
Right.
So, and then I registered as Masters, and Maneco made me change it to adult.
To adult.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
I mean,
That's
it
their
was good.
last
It's
year,
just-
though.
it was-
So-
yeah, I lost, on the first round, but it was by points. So,
Yeah.
so it's, it's experience.
now you're in the Masters division.
Yeah, I'm in the
Yeah.
Masters. I'm doing a little better,
Yeah.
with the old man.
You're all grown up now.
But I feel like guys in their 30s are on their prime.
Yeah,
you know, they're
that's
more
true.
like self-made, like, you know, man-made, self-made, and
true.
strong, and they're all well-developed, and you know, it's a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I've
I mean,
been fighting a lot more calmer, you know. Before I was like, let's do this, like, I wanna kill you, like follow me. Now I'm just like calmer, you know. I watched this video with Marcelo Garcia,
Yeah.
and the guy interviewing him, and says, if there's a thing that you could change with all these years of experience, you know, what would you do? He's like, I would just compete calmer, be more calmer, because once you're like too into it, like
Right.
you're giving room, opening
Yeah.
yourself to make mistakes. You know?
Yeah.
And once
that's
you're
true.
more like focused, I don't know. Like I've changed my way of rolling. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's more calmer, more serious, more.
It was that probation period Maneco put you
That
on.
was a
bro.
while ago. We're over that.
yeah, but you're when you and I roll, you're so fucking strong. Your grip, when Kyle grips me, like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's what he says. Like there's grips.
I'm like,
and
there's grips, like there's grips,
Right.
and then there's grips.
Yeah.
Like when Kyle grips me, I'm like, oh yeah, it's another level. I'm like, I'm not gonna just break. I'm
Break
not
that
getting out of
shit,
that.
yeah.
I'm not getting out of that. He grabs me. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much. Do what you want. Basically, I'm like, I don't. I'm not gonna fight out of this one because it's you know years and reps of that fucking grip. It's just
yeah.
fucking
All these
craziness.
calluses. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at your fucking hands, man. They're all jacked up.
That's right.
Like fucking crazy.
Shit.
From the gi, man. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Mine getting there, man. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
It's a little jacked up. They bleed sometimes still.
It's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
But I have to make sure I cut my nails. Really, see how short they are? My nails.
Oh, if you don't, Maneco will make sure you
Yeah.
do.
Well, not only that, but you know, because I roll so much
Oh, yeah.
that then they start getting bendy.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
bend
Oh yeah,
backwards.
dude. You don't want any nail on there to catch.
Exactly.
And, fold all the way back.
Fold all the way back. Fuck, because you know, because you get so hot and it
Yeah.
gets so warm,
Yeah.
and then you're just like pruning at the end of the fucking roll, and you're like, fucking hands are like you just took a shower for an hour. You know, you're all pruned up.
Right.
But it's great. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Fucking great.
I like that feeling after you do like a great training. You're like, man, good thing I came to training now.
Right.
Like it feels amazing.
Yeah.
Like if I wouldn't have came out, I think maybe I wouldn't have taken my day as better
Yeah.
as I would if you know.
100%.
It's like a perfect nightcap. You know, after you're done rolling, that like, just
Yeah.
like all right,
Yeah.
this whole day is complete.
Just like relaxing, yeah.
like I mean,
Satisfying.
it's very sad. It's very It's very
or doing the morning class too.
yeah.
Like the rest of the day is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
like,
'cause it start the day positive, yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're starting it positive. You accomplish so
Productive,
much,
yeah.
and it's noon already. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
damn, dude, I did like my hard training already.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So, and you're just like alert and focused, and you know, to me, like when I was waking up at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, it was tough, man, because you'd get out of the gym at 9 o'clock, and I'd be like jazzed up, you know,
Yeah.
after training. It'd be
Yeah.
like hard to get to bed, you know,
Yeah.
get to bed at 11:30, 12. 5 hours isn't enough when you're
Right.
working construction and then training too.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
just not fucking
No.
body breaks down. You know,
Fucking right, it does. Yeah.
what do we got? Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan's coming up with a match. He's been out of it for a little while. Was he been injured or what? What's going on with Keenan? Like I haven't seen him like compete in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. He was on a tear there for a while, and I think he just kind of, I don't know,
Healed up because he didn't do worlds, right?
went surfing.
No, I
with
think
Caio.
he was he was hurt. I think so.
yeah, he probably was. But he's got
A lot of the good guys got hurt for the Royale too. Matt Layton got hurt, and then
Dude, I was watching. I saw his match at World.
Who?
Matt Layton.
Okay.
I like he won his first match, and then he won his second match, but he was like holding his shoulder.
yeah,
After the match ended, like he still won, and then I was like, oh, fucking Matt looks like he's hurt, and then I saw him come on for his third match, and I think he tapped to injury. Like he got taken down, and the guy mounted him, and he just like tapped. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't. Like he went out there, he probably shouldn't have.
and then right after Worlds, he was gonna fight Royale too.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what happened to him? Is he hurt? Is
He got hurt. Yeah,
Yeah, his shoulder.
Yeah. I guess he was on an accident when he was coming up on the X. I guess
Yeah.
his shoulder went back.
That
right
sucks.
now.
Yeah.
And
Shout
then-
out to Matt Layton, man.
Yeah.
I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, we want to see you fight again, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
puts on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he's a tough kid, man.
His brother, I was training with his brother today. His brother's up and coming. Too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's like 21, 22 maybe.
Oh, yeah?
Something like that. Young kid, yeah. They're all both very young.
What's his rank?
He's a purple belt.
Is he?
Yeah, under
Yeah.
Mark Vives, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah. There's another. Do you see Nicky Ryan is going to be fighting one of the 10 Planet guys?
No.
Yeah.
15-year-old kid, little
15.
protege.
He's fighting
Danaher.
Marvin. From
Marvin.
from 10
Marvin
Planet
Castillo.
HQ. Yeah, Marvin Castillo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's coming up. That's going to be interesting to see. I mean, Marvin's heavy leg locker, probably.
So
in the system, so should be interesting to see.
Did you guys see what Seth did on the past event?
I missed it.
One of those guys called off for the black belt
He
match.
fought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stood up and took the match, because I guess he paid dude to go fight.
right.
Yeah.
And, I guess Diego Sarajevo, something like that. And I guess it was like a war champ already,
Right.
Then dude, I guess, was warming up, and then they torn his ligament. Like, like when you're warming up and you're like jumpy. And
Right.
Dude jumped, and so I was like, you know what, I'll step in, I'll fight this guy, So
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, he put like some post on Instagram, like he's like that awkward moment when you announce the guy who just beat you at your own show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but there was an accident before, They stole his computer and all his stuff before, so he had to go, so they broke into his car and stole the computer and stole all his equipment to run the show,
Really?
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
What
And-
city?
Or I don't. Maybe Atlanta.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Atlanta. Fuck it, ain't.
What are you guys doing out there?
Shit wouldn't happen in Denver.
Shit wouldn't happen in Denver. No, not in Denver. Yeah, fight to win. Was it 36?
I think so.
All right, Fight to Win Pro 36 submission of the night. Let's see if this beats Maneco's helicopter armbar.
All right.
That's gonna be a tough one to beat. That's gonna be a tough one to beat. Oh, let me go. We want to see that one.
Yeah, before that, I never
wanna
knew
see
who
it.
was this guy before Maneco even fought him. I never heard of him before. So
Yeah. Okay, so Tyler versus Eric Moody. Driscoll versus Eric Moody. Let's see. The fuck. Skip.
What's with their ads?
There's
It's
ads on
fucking Flow
I
Grappling.
pay for Flow Grappling, dude. Yet I gotta watch these ads.
Yeah.
Come on now.
How about when you can stream an entire show without it fucking cutting out? Then I'll let you throw ads on that
Right,
shit.
exactly. All right, so here it is. Here's the Fight to Win Pro. I don't know where this is at though.
Oh, fuck that. You got to watch the whole match? Why wouldn't they just show the clip of the submission?
It's 3-minute match. Let's go. Let me fast forward it. Oh shit! All right. Here we go.
And here we go. Triangle. Looks like he's going to get slammed.
Oh,
Slammed.
Slam.
Ouch.
He's out.
Yeah.
Del
He's going to
Hiva.
bail on that.
That was a hard slam.
Yeah, right? The dude just got rampage slammed.
Well, let's see. Side control. I don't even know which guy's which. Do you know?
Mm-mm.
Is it brown belt or black belt?
yeah, I think it's brown belt.
So, remember Metamoris used to make him...
He rolled for a truck. Calf slicer.
Oh, yeah, calf slicer.
slicer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice buffering.
There we go. And then Full Grappling cuts out again. You motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going on with there.
Remember Metamoris used to make them tie like super knots on their belt and then tape it up?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, there you go.
Like that
so
or
there
no?
was. No, you know what? Was it a vaporizer? What it looked like? I mean, it was a calf slicer for sure.
Yeah. Whatever.
Whatever.
Who gives
Yeah.
a shit?
It's definitely not better than
It's not a
Andre's.
helicopter
No,
armbar.
it's not a helicopter armbar. For sure not that. But go ahead, Paul. You were saying?
That's it. That's all I got, man.
No, you were saying about them taping it up. Because you
Yeah,
were
I don't
mentioning
know.
to me
Is that
yesterday.
the knot? Like
knot,
tape it at
taping the
the knot?
knot
And
so
maybe
the
for the
belt
belt not to open and to like
Right.
freed.
Right. And
Yeah.
that you could still like do technique where, you could grab the belt and, and there's not like that extra time of like, hang on,
Change.
they got to tie their
Tie
belts
it.
again
Yeah.
and shit like that,
Yeah.
Like, doesn't mean you have to like tuck the gi into it every time, but fucking the belt's there for like techniques for grabbing, you know?
Paul makes fun of me the way I tie my belt, by the way.
Why?
Constantly.
See, because the only... I know why you do it. It's because it's really nice and symmetrical.
It's
you know?
neat. It's a very neat.
It's a very neat knot, you know. But like that's just such a douche answer. So Anthony's whole thing is, well, I mean, it doesn't come on. Super knots don't come undone. And I'm like, wow, dude, way to give an advantage to your opponent.
It's true.
Hey, grab the thing that never comes undone. You know.
Yeah.
Like, why would you tie it
true.
in a way where it was just like it's just a forever grip on whoever you're rolling with?
I
you
do
know?
agree with that. I do agree with that point. But I don't know. I like that's the way I tie.
Anybody listening who ever rolls with Zito, slap hands with him and just start pulling his lapels out of his belt. Nothing will throw his game off more than look like my gi isn't like tucked in anymore. Hey, you guys are laughing.
I don't look as slick, right? Like, what the hell?
Kyle's laughing. I'm not fucking kidding. Like anybody out there who rolls with Zito, just start pulling at his gi. Just pull it right out.
Open up the lapel.
Open up the lapel right away.
Just feed it in.
It's just totally gonna throw him off.
Yeah. I just got another new gi in the other day. I just got my. Yeah, you'll see it. I'll throw it up on Instagram. It's more of a winter gi though. My summer gis are all in. I got all my summer gis in.
Okay.
I know you guys think I'm fucking crazy.
I use the same gi for summer and winter.
I wish I was the same size as you, just because I would get like your like last season stuff. You're like, dude, that gi is so 2017. Here you go.
Yeah, I got a little excess of gis now, but I don't know. I
got a thing that I only have white gis, bro.
You do?
You only have white
Why
gis?
is that?
I don't know. Since I started jiu-jitsu,
See,
maybe
you're
it's
really
just-
tan though. You could pull that shit off. I'm too white to
not
wear white.
even. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I don't know. That sign of like purity and clarity, and I don't know.
It's just something clean and crisp
It's just,
about
it's
it.
just me. Maybe it's just me, but I like white gis. You
Okay.
know? Like
Nothing wrong with that.
transpons that the signs of clarity and purity and cleanliness, and
It is
you
a
know.
crisp look. You know,
I like the-
like
I like the
AOJ when they put up their
Beautiful.
Instagram of like all the white gis and
Yeah.
the white mats and stuff. It's fucking
Yeah.
great.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it's good. I
And
like the white
all the
gis.
Gracies too from before. They all wear
Yeah.
only white gis. You know,
Right.
So
It's true.
yeah.
I mean, I just purchased a blue gi because it's one of the hydrogen ones from War Tribe, and it's just so lightweight.
Yeah.
It's so nice to train in the summer. So I bought the white, blue, and black ones.
Yeah, my latest one was the gayness. It's pretty nice too. You got all three of them, huh?
Okay,
Which fashion week are you going
I
to,
know,
bro?
right, dude? I know, right? I got a lot to choose from. I don't care,
You got
man.
problems, dude.
Good stuff, man.
It's all right. It's all
Hey,
right.
as long as you got it.
Yeah, right.
We think we've been going for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think
Wanna
so,
wrap
man.
this, dude?
Yeah,
Kyle, you've got sponsors.
I do.
Who are they?
Shout them out.
Shout 'em out.
All right, shout out to BJJTs. Just
BJJTs.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just
Who
kidding.
the hell is
Nick
that guy?
Mitra, he hooks it up.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He just sponsored the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
shout out.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's doing big things.
We're moving on up.
And we got some great Just Roll athletes, winning worlds,
Yes.
We got Kaká, we got all these other girls doing it big,
Yeah.
which is, it's growing, locally, but to the world,
Yeah.
From Chicago to the world,
Right.
It's like Grappler
All starts
Union,
here.
bro,
That's right.
And my second sponsor is Brazilian Bowl, it's a Brazilian restaurant,
Okay.
They have two locations. One, it's on Lawrence and Caddy, and then that's their second location. Their first location, it's on Broadway and Belmont.
Okay.
They got great acai, great bowls.
Yeah?
Yeah, great
That's awesome.
I'll try it
coxinhas.
out.
Yeah, sodas, Brazilian, goodies,
Yeah.
sweets and stuff.
Hell yeah.
You can make your own pão de queijo at home, or you can have it over there, coxinhas. Good stuff, man. He helps me out with the competitions, And then, Nick hooks me up with some gear and patches. And, whatever helps,
Yeah.
Anything along this journey.
Right.
If anybody's willing to support, it's always welcoming,
Right.
Being a sign up fee, being some gear, being whatever it is, So
Yeah. Where can people find you on social media?
they can find me on Facebook as Caio Cesar Oliveira. They can find me on Instagram at Brazil Yo BJJ.
Brazil Yo BJJ.
Yeah, Brazil Yo.
Take off show yo roll.
Brazil Yo.
Oh,
Brazil
nice.
yo BJJ.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
So,
Barry Phillips just hit me up, by the way. That's why I'm checking my phone. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Barry sends me random text messages.
Barry's a good dude.
Barry's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Yeah. Yeah, man. This has been a fun podcast.
Yeah, Caio, thanks for coming in,
yeah,
dude.
thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
having me, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
it was
right.
a fun time.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Awesome.
Bye.
It was-
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Grappler Union. Siri, how can our listeners find out more info?
For more information about Grappler Union, you can visit them on the web at grapplerunion.com or follow them on Instagram and on Twitter at Grappler Union. Like them on Facebook at facebook.com/Grappler Union. Also be sure to subscribe on iTunes. All episodes are available on the Grappler Union YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Anthony, I really enjoyed the podcast. Can't wait to hear the next one.
Thanks, Siri.